I started in 2018. I retired from a long career in banking. And the spring of that year, I decided to retire, and because I wanted to do something different, better, unique, just a change in my life. And it took me a little while to kind of find something that would be meaningful for me. And when I found the Blessing Board, I knew right off the bat that it's the perfect place for me. It's home. Started talking to people, asking people, like, do you know of a good place that would need a volunteer or whatever? And my next door neighbor had a connection to the Blessing Board. She had made donations, and I think of financial donations as well. And she said, you know, really nice people down there, maybe you want to try that. And so I came for a visit one Saturday, went to the Vintage Market, and just said, I want to help, how can I help? And she kind of walked me around a little bit, and I was sold from the first day. It was perfect, a perfect environment for me. I think the great thing about the Blessing Board is there are just so many different ways to get involved and ways to contribute. If you're an introvert, there are things to do behind the scenes, whether it's sorting silverware or washing linens, things like that. If you're an extrovert, there are ways to get involved dealing directly with our clients, helping to serve their needs directly. There are lots of different ways to help. And the nice thing about it is that with all the different roles here, we do different things, but no one is more important than anyone else. Everyone appreciates everything you do. And it's just a really great, humble, family kind of atmosphere. And the nice thing about it too is you make so many friends. People from different walks of life, people of different ages and backgrounds. And it's just really a fun place to be, and a way to really expand your set of friends and relationships. And so if anyone has an opportunity to spend an hour or two here a week with your volunteer work, or if you have an opportunity and the wherewithal to make a financial contribution, or if you just want to remember us in your prayers, it will be so appreciated and really goes so far in helping the Blessing Board to further their mission. I think the greatest impact on me is twofold. First of all, I've met so many amazing friends, employees, volunteers, people that we've met on the road as we've done pickups of furniture and home goods and so forth. So I think my sphere of friends, really true, solid, meaningful friends, has grown so greatly. It's just been fantastic for me. But then I think also I've grown spiritually, and I've grown personally by really experiencing wonderful people who have had just difficult things happen in their lives. And I think I've become far less judgmental than I used to be, because I was always very dismissive, say, of people who had issues like addictions or incarcerations or things like that. But by working here and getting to know people in a deeper way, I've become far less judgmental, and I've realized that there are beautiful people everywhere who just have had the misfortune of having bad things happen to them. So I do have a favorite story, and it was an amazing experience for me, and it was shortly after I started here. And it was a Saturday morning, and we were having a day of blessing. And this beautiful woman was here, older woman. She was dressed so well, and had like a sun hat on, just like a Southern Belle kind of woman, and so kind and gentle, and very, very thin. She had liver cancer, and I had the privilege of walking her around and helping her to pick out a bed, because she had recently been homeless and had no place to sleep. She finally had a place to live, but no place to sleep. So I helped her pick out a bed and a box spring, and I put it on the truck for her. And I told her that, we have a little bit more room on the truck for a dresser if you would like a place to put your clothes. And she looked at me and said, "Praise Jesus." She said, "I have no place to put my clothes. I don't have a lot of clothes." But she said, "Now I have a place to put my clothes." And she said, "Praise the Lord." And clearly, this beautiful woman was in the latter stages of her life. And I don't know what happened to her, but that memory of that conversation and being able to help her, and how such a simple thing meant so much to her has stayed with me ever since that day. And there's more like that. There are other people that have just touched me. And I get a little teary-eyed just thinking of her. I still remember her holding my hand and how faithful she was. And I always consider myself a faithful person, but my faith never could have even approached the faith of this beautiful woman who had virtually nothing in the world outside of her faith. And it was just so powerful.